Yeah! YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts, and I'm Watts. Hope everybody's doing good. Wednesday, we halfway through. They call it Hump Day, but I'm just gonna call it Wednesday because we don't do that over here. But I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick. I hope everybody's mental health is good. Everybody's physical health is good. I hope everybody is waiting for payday and putting that bread to the side. You already know. But yo, today we're talking about Roman Reigns announcing that he's going to face CM Punk at WrestleMania. So the World Heavyweight Championship for the very first time is getting the main event slot. And I'm not talking about night one main event. I'm talking about main event, the last match of the night. So now we can actually shut CM Punk up. And he can finally go on about his day and be like, yeah, I finally main evented WrestleMania. Now, he's probably not going to win. That championship is going back to Roman Reigns. Well, it never was on Roman Reigns' waist. But this is the more logical decision because we was just talking about this not too long ago. And the God-honest truth is, man, it hasn't been the same since Roman Reigns was the champion and he was being shown more frequently on TV. He took 2 years off. He's just been kind of like phoning it in, you know, like he said, spending time with his family, kicking it with them, doing the family man thing. But he said he's ready to get back at the top of the mountain and he's ready to make some shit move. He is the biggest star in the company. People who don't even know anything about wrestling know about Roman Reigns and know his contributions to the WWE in general and how he carried the pandemic and carried the WWE out of the pandemic to a new level. And it all culminated at WrestleMania 40 when he dropped the title to Cody Rhodes. But with Triple H and his terrible booking, not much has taken place and new stars has not been made over the last 2 years. And we can talk about, oh, it's not Triple H's fault, but it 100% is because anything he says goes. And if you veer off a path that he's trying to set for whatever he got going on, he's going to crash out and he's going to abandon ship and to destroy the whole thing. We've seen it time and time again. We can't sit here and shoot bell for these guys. We can't cap for these guys, man. I'm sure not about to sit here and cap for these guys. We see what's going on. I see what's going on. But Roman Reigns came back and he cut one of the best promos of his career. He highlighted the fact that, of course, if I'm you, CM Punk, after I've taken 10 years off, of course, I'll come back and I'll be on my full-time shit. When CM Punk left the company, it was a void to fill. It was clearly a void to fill. You had Bryan Danielson, and despite CM Punk, they gave Bryan Danielson that main event. Not that they gave it to him because he did earn it, but after that, he won the championship, and then the Shield, they made their ascension, and they all became main eventers in the process. Since then, Dean Ambrose / Jon Moxley left the company. Both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, they both became multi-time world champions, and they made history in their own right. So they basically carried the company when CM Punk swore up and down that the company was going to go under without him or just in general under the tutelage of Vince McMahon. That didn't happen, obviously. And with all of the inconsistencies that has happened post-WWE for CM Punk, he found his way back to the WWE under the tutelage of Triple H now. So it was a really good promo, a nice little back and forth from both of them. I love how they're milking this because there's a lot of history there. The Shield got their start by helping CM Punk defeat Ryback. People don't forget that, but people forget that. So there's a lot of, and on top of that, they even tried to help CM Punk retain the title against The Rock, but that did not happen. They put The Rock through the table, all of that. But I could see where they're going with this story. It's kind of similar or reminiscent to what Seth Rollins was saying to CM Punk as well, because it's like, yo, we were your little homies, and as soon as you didn't get your way, you up and left, and you trashed the entire company, the company that's helping me put food on my table, and you're supposed to be my mentor. So I like where they're going with this. It looks good on paper. I'm excited to see how this is going to go in the rest of the main event. I don't expect Roman Reigns to start coming to Raw full time until maybe after Elimination Chamber. It'll probably be like every 2 weeks we'll see Roman Reigns, or like maybe like once a month or so. But here's one wild card that I think could possibly happen. Now, don't quote me, but there's a reason for everything. They did a vignette for Finn Balor, with Finn Balor explaining how he was the nice guy and he was looking out for everybody, and he tried to do everything by the book for the better part of 15 years or 12 years in the WWE, because he came to the WWE in like late 2014, like 2015. So the better part of like maybe 11, 12 years. But I, for some reason, feel like Finn Balor might try to crash this main event and insert himself in some capacity. He might end up coming out and massacring both CM Punk and Roman Reigns to the point where they're so mad they want to get revenge that he gets added to the match. Now we have a triple threat match. I'm not going to lie, I like this a little bit better than Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. A little bit, because Roman Reigns could go in the ring and CM Punk can go in the ring, but he get gassed. Adding Finn Balor to the match actually adds a little bit of sauce to it, because you have Finn Balor with a chip on his shoulder, and he's probably in better physical shape now than he was 5 years ago. So he can still go in the ring, and it'll add to the match. It'll add more flair. It'll add more stipulation. It'll add more of a big fight feel, because you got two guys that are main eventers, bona fide main eventers, been world champions multiple times, covers of video games, all the notoriety. But then you got Finn Balor, the what could have been, the man who don't have anything to lose necessarily, being a part of the match. And that could add something to it as well. So I'm going to be real with y'all. If Triple H doesn't fuck this up, this could be a really good road to WrestleMania. And I don't know if you guys peep, but like they kind of little broed Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. I think what it's shaping up to be Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. That's what it's looking like. I personally feel like it should be like a fatal four-way type of situation at WrestleMania. It should be maybe Cody Rhodes versus Jacob versus Sammy versus Drew McIntyre. I think that's where they go with it, but I could always be wrong. But if this is done correctly, this could be a really good WrestleMania, or a good road to WrestleMania. But we shall see. I don't know, man. We're just going to have to wait and see, because I have no faith in Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and if we're keeping a buck. But, yo, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you want it to just be CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, one-off grudge match? Or do you want to see Finn Balor versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns in a main event? It would be cool to have Finn Balor in the main event. That would be dope. And on top of that, Roman Reigns never beat Finn Balor clean, and he never beat CM Punk. So there's a lot of history there, and more than likely you already know that Finn Balor is going to take the pin. Finn Balor is going to take the pin, and CM Punk and Roman Reigns might run that back at SummerSlam. We never know, but that's what it's looking like. But, yo, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm out. Peace.